box. All right, it's updated. Okay, he's going first again. Minimize the notes. Nothing on the next page. Provinces. I've got a 5-2 with estates. Board attacks Margrave. Fortune teller. What is this? Margrave and fortune teller are attacks. I don't see any direct defense against these things. Okay, trashing apprentice, island, farmland. My server crashed, stats pwned you. What is wrong with me? Anyway, I gotta finish talking about this board. So, apprentice is trashing an island. Oh, strats! Got it. That makes much more sense. Village with fishing village. That's like the best village ever. Draw Margrave, and your plus buy is also Margrave. And alchemist is also draw. Alt VP here with monument, island, and farmland. So yes, another engine. Margrave attack is probably going to be super important, and both of the attacks here will counter an alchemist stack. There's also a big opportunity cost to alchemist and fishing village. You can go for fishing village and Margrave, have yourself a pretty sweet draw engine. That doesn't mean I'm not going for alchemist, but I'm not opening with it. Definitely not with a 5-2. With a 5-2, I'm opening with a Margrave and a Vagrant. Am I, or am I going to get an Apprentice? Oh, Apprentice just seems so bad. Margrave, I can attack him early, prevent him from hitting 5 with any kind of reliability. Be super annoying, and like really I just want to pick up 10,000 fishing villages anyway, which this, once I got a Margrave in my deck, is priority number uno. Thinning is indeed winning. So Apprentice might come at some point, but I want to get my draw up. I want to play Margraves, and I want to get fishing villages, and then island. Yeah? Island, Apprentice, whatever feels good at that moment in time is probably going to be Apprentice. There is a small decision here of whether or not you skip the Vagrant on your first, on the opening here, just out of fear of drawing it dead with Margrave. But like, Vagrant is so good, you know. Monument. You want a silver equivalent. You don't want a thin. You're prioritizing hitting 5, maybe. I'm totally getting the Vagrant. Oh, hey, there's my Margrave. Fishing village. Margrave misses a shuffle, whatever. Play more action cards. Get all the fishing villages. Next 5 is probably going to be Margrave. I still don't think it's time for any other shenaniganery. Is it fishing village here? Is it island? Silver? Not monument? Silver fishing village is what's going on in my head, but fishing village, come on. You got to get all of them. Okay, this is indeed what it do. One day I'm going to hit 5. Probably next turn. Yeah, I want a thin, but I got to draw. I think since the opening, my draws didn't really give me the juice I need to support what the benefit of having Margrave in your hand, or in your deck, like super quickly. Can't do any farmland stuff, right? Yeah, I can do farmland shenanigans if I want to gain a 4-cost card and pay 6 for it. What are the 4 costs I want to gain? Island. That's fortunate that I get to discard these estates. And I don't think island is going to be important at the moment. I'll only do it if it feels right. I mean, these 5 costs are important enough that I went them. he drains the fishing villages. Do I play this? It doesn't hurt him, it helps him. I have 5. I could pick up an apprentice. What else am I going to be getting on my other buy? I'm definitely not going to be drawing $4 more, and what am I going to get on 3? Like nothing. So it's cycling. I hate dead drawing. Let's try and track my deck here. I'm at the top of a shuffle, so I've got like 3 fishing villages and 7 cards that I could draw dead. That's really bad, but at the same time, they're all going to miss the shuffle anyway. Yeah, I gotta play this. I don't want to, but it just seems objectively better. I could farmland Vagrant into 4 cost, or do a smarter thing and get an apprentice. So he's thinner than me, he has more fishing villages, and he goes for potion anyway. I think I want another Margrave. Do I? Let's just think for half a second. I don't want a potion right now. I want a Margrave. A Margrave. Here, there's synergy here with Apprentice and Farmland. I think I am gonna get a Farmland here. Farmland Estate into Island. It adds a lot of value to my deck. It gives me an island, which is kind of nice at the moment. Yeah, I like this play. This is a good tactical play. Getting hit by Margrave here would be just fine. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because it still hurts, yeah. He gets Monument. Well, I mean, with a lot of fishing villages, I would probably do the same, yeah. Okay, let's do this. I can apprentice this farmland. It thins me. I pretty much draw the rest of my deck. I can get my other fishing village into play and get 3 coppers. I mean, what are these? Island? I can play Island? Yeah. Yeah, we got to do this. This is so good. Also, it prevents like all the cycling badness. I mean, all this basically misses a shuffle. I did a good thing here. I couldn't have done any gain shenanigans anyway, so let's just play the Vagrant. Island and Estate. Yes, Island and Estate. That's good. Don't play the Margrave. I'm not going to use that buy. And think very carefully. I can get Farmland Estate into Island once again, and then a 5-er. I mean, at some point I have to think about adding payload to my deck, but it seems like payload is going to be treasure map. Yeah. Farmland gives me more apprentice food to help me continue to connect. Now the island is going to have to target a copper, which is just fine. I'm okay with that. Or the island could target the farmland, which is slightly less sexy. What do I get with my 5? I don't feel like I need another Margrave. Another apprentice seems a little reckless. Can I do better if I don't do this farmland thing and spend my money on better things? I could get treasure maps now, but I don't think I'm drawing enough for that. I'd rather draw more. Thin and draw. Farmland into island is just what my deck needs right now. I could pick up silver and Vagrant. I don't like silver. I don't want it. A 5-er is probably better. Another Margrave. I mean, I'm overdrawing here if I apprentice a farmland, but I'd rather be able to just play Margraves and do good stuff. I mean, I guess I want it eventually, but maybe I want a second apprentice eventually. I don't like the second apprentice. I want more draw. And this gives it to me. It's not the sexiest play in the world, but for Farmland Island, I think it's worth it. This is annoying. Okay. Do I go for Alchemist? You're going all in on the monuments, huh? I mean, how many monuments can you really play while you're drawing your deck? What did you apprentice this hand? Farmland. I can apprentice the Margrave. It's probably best. TBH. Keeps me drawing. I can play the island. I didn't like this Margrave anyway. It's apprentice food. Get out of here. I still can't draw my deck without the assistance of Apprentice. But I think T-maps are okay here. 2 T-maps and a Vagrant. I want to add some payload to my deck. Probably pick up a second Apprentice soon. Or do I go for a potion? I could get a potion and a monument, kind of audible into what he's doing. I don't particularly like that. I'm not sure if that was a good play. Could have been very bad. Okay, no Margrave. That's very good for me. Should be able to draw my deck. Do I apprentice the Vagrant? Got 2 Margraves and 8 cards. Is there anything else that draws? I'm not willing to apprentice a fishing village. I think I don't have anything better for the apprentice to hit. Yeah, let's hit the Vagrant with it. I didn't want that. Well, this is annoying. On the other hand, there are 2 T-maps in here, so I can at least collide them next turn. I think Apprentice is what I want, and I think that I want something else. More draw would mean Potion. But I don't... I'm already, like, needing more draw. Monument's not so good. Potion. Ugh. Should I get a potion? I really should, shouldn't I? Draw is so good, and I don't think this game is close to being over. Alright, fine, I'm getting a stupid potion. If I was just more focused, I'd be doing much better this game. Wow, no Margrave again. I'm super happy about that. Now I need to decide if I want to collide T-maps before drawing, and the answer to that is a big fat no. Now I do, because I can apprentice one of the golds immediately, except I don't have enough actions for that. Am I ever going to have enough actions for that? Maybe. I could apprentice a potion to draw through 4 golds. That's pretty sad. I'm playing Margrave. Apprentice a copper, collide T-maps by Alchemist. And Vagrant. So good. Or do I apprentice the potion? If I apprentice the potion, I can get another fishing village into play, more than likely. There's 2 of them in 8 cards. I'm 75% chance to draw one. If I draw one, I could conceivably continue to draw. I think there's a Vagrant in there too, so the chances are much better. But then what am I going to do? Am I going to play 3 fishing villages and then draw through, collide T-maps, and try and draw some golds? That is kind of good. Kind of good-ish. I wasn't very sure about the potion anyway. This seems like a good tactical play to make. Wow, I could be misplaying a lot of things this game and not realizing it. Well, I'm almost certainly getting Margrave next hand. But that was really sad. Apprentice and Margrave, I guess. I've got 2 apprentices in my deck. I need to thin. And I need to draw. And that's how you do it. Man, I just don't know what I'm doing. What are these cards? There's a copper, and there's a fishing village. I would really like to play that fishing village this turn. However, it comes at a pretty steep cost. I have to apprentice the apprentice, or the Margrave, to do it, because apprenticing gold is just not smart. If I do that, I mean, if I don't do that, I'm resigning myself to apprenticing 2 copper this turn, which totally needs to happen. Drawing this stuff with Margrave. And then only 1 fishing village in play. Thinning is winning. He appears to want a long game, although, I mean, let's count up how much money I have in each case. So if I If I say apprentice, apprentice, play fishing village, get copper, that's $2 plus what I have in my hand. I've got 9.18, so that's $20. $20 this turn. That's like so many dollars. I can like do tons of cool stuff. But I'm not that thin. I feel like that's... I just poked myself in the eye. Why did I do that? I feel like that's blowing my load. And then I lose. I really don't like that play. If I thin coppers, I'm playing a longer game. I draw other stuff with Margrave. Get my fishing village into play. Increase my reliability for next turn. Or no, I don't get the fishing village into play. I don't increase my reliability for next turn. And I have 4, 7 plus 9, 16. 16, potentially $17. Thinning is winning. I just feel like it's too early to do anything else. Could break for a potion again, but I don't like it. Could go for T-maps again. $9 left over. Province and 2 T-maps. That seems pretty bad, but I can apprentice the province to keep going if I need to, which will probably end up happening. I'm just trying to keep value in my deck at that point. And it's a little bit of a goofy play, but it seems okay, I guess. Just want to draw so much. But this is an unreliable turn. I'm putting 3 stop cards in my deck. I don't like that. Of course, that's going to happen no matter what, isn't it? I've got 3 apprentices. I hope the chat doesn't hate me forever. I know I'm taking a risk. I've got apprentice gold. And I've got these fishing villages in my hand, which is good. I mean, I'm probably getting Margraves, and then I'm going to have to make an uncomfortable decision, but... I'll just probably keep Apprentice Gold Fishing Village. I mean, it's okay having 1 Fishing Village in the discard, because there are 4 in my deck, and I really want to have 2 in play every turn. So that's the plan, yeah. And I might draw through. Who knows? He's getting points. He's getting some points. I guess the nice thing about his Alchemist is that I don't have to feel bad about continuing to hit him with Margraves, because repeated Margraves aren't really going to help him. He's probably just going to keep a hand of 3 Alchemists. I mean, maybe he'll keep a single Margrave. Maybe. But I don't feel like that helps him super duper much. Okay. That's his 3rd Margrave, I think. 2nd potion for reliability. I could play T-Maps, Apprentice Gold, draw through. I still don't get to my other fishing village. I get to another apprentice, so I could apprentice this Margrave or something, I don't know. Actually, that seems okay. I kind of like that. I'm not thinning very much, but I'm adding value to my deck. I could have potentially a pretty big turn. Other option is I could just aim to play my other fishing village this turn. Man, that's just gotta happen, doesn't it? I could be lopsided for like 2 turns. I want to do that, though. I gotta do it. I can draw everything in here. That's so good. Let's Apprentice Gold now. Okay. Now I can... I didn't draw my fishing village, because screw you, deck. Well, that's fine. It's fine, I'll just play Vagrant now. Now do the T-Maps. I've got $23. Farmland just doesn't seem very smart here, does it? But I want tons of points. And farmlands can be good for apprentice food. I'm not going to farmland more than 1 gold into a province, though, am I? Then I'll have 20. Minus 6 for a farmland, that's 14 left. I could get an island, which would be super nice. And then I've got a big lead. I can probably press the Margrave pile. He shouldn't be able to catch up and pile out. Or I could double farmland, 2 golds into provinces, get 1 island. It's more points, but it actually puts less pressure on the piles. Well, what is a 3rd pile? It's either island or farmland, and I haven't decided yet. I want the Margrave, though. I want the Margrave now. So yeah. Apprentice or island here? Apprentice is reliability and I have a lead. Oh man, I'm so tempted by that apprentice. I've got 3 fishing villages out. I want the island. Again, slightly risky. Margrave, please. 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 I'll be your best friend. This is all of my stop cards at the top of the shuffle. Okay, I know not all of them, right? I've still got, what, like 4 coppers left in my deck and 4 golds. And oh, whew. Oh, mansies. I'm actually going to discard gold over farmland. This farmland is likely to be trashed to an apprentice this turn. Play monuments, then apprentice Margrave. You draw in your deck. You did apprentice a Margrave. You still only get 3 buys. You didn't draw your deck. It's not impossible for me to end the game this turn. If I play 4 Margraves as my terminals, I mean, I get 5 terminals since I don't have T-Maps. And I do have 5 Margraves, so I can have up to 6 buys, and it takes less than 6 gains to end the game. Do I have this kind of economy? $21? That's a great question. 4 golds, 3 coppers, and fishing villages? Yeah, that should work. And it's points. I mean, still, he hasn't taken enough of a lead to stop me from doing that. So if I draw my deck this turn, that's what's happening. The farmland, is that going to help me if I end the game that way? I get 8 points from islands, so I do take a lead. Well, I'm playing Margrave first. This is looking pretty good, actually. Let's get this other fishing village out, and I definitely want more buys for surezies. Let's play one more, because I do need that last buy, and then I will probably apprentice the Margrave. Let's just be very, very careful here. What's in my discard? Province, copper, copper, gold. And that's it. There's 4 cards in my discard. So if I apprentice, and then play Margrave, I guarantee draw everything. That's enough. And I already decided I had enough economy for that, right? There's $5 in my discard. 4, 9, 18, 20. I'm sure of it. Right? And 4 cards. There's totally. Yes, I can track my deck. I can do this. Did I find another dollar? I can't be sure. Do I have it now? 1623. I do. Lovely. Four, 1624. It costs 16 plus 5 is 21. I'm just recounting just to make sure. That is 3 piles that are going to be empty. I don't need to hold back for farmland, so we're good. 20. Golds are worth $3. Oh my god. Okay, I'm an idiot. Let's see if I can do this with farmlands, though. Maybe I'll still be okay. I can buy a farmland, trash island, gain farmland. That's 2 farmland. I can do that twice to drain the farmland pile, and then buy the Margrave, and that's points, right? That's enough points. And I have the money for that, right? That only costs 17. Yeah. Jeez, that would have been really embarrassing if I had lost to that. Can't wait to read the chat for that game. I probably could have played that much more cleanly. But I have a feeling reading the chat might not help my state of mind at this very moment. So we're not going to do it.